some kind of memories from early childhood, and you wasn't brainwashed with all that stuff that you hear around, how this world works and everything. Who the hell knows how this world works? Do you think there is somebody really knowing how it really works? Works what? I'm just telling to you that, I saw a video not really long time ago about solar system. Like usually when you open a book and you see a picture of a solar system, there is a lot of circles around the sun and planets around on this circles, orbits, I don't know. So one guy decided to make, kind of real size galaxy. Like not really real size, like not the galaxy in the solar system. Real size, like in smaller perspective. He went to a desert and he was driving with his car, like making orbits, like making the circles around the sun. And planets were like this size. And those circles were like 10 kilometers. Like the diameter of this was 10 kilometers. Can you imagine like how big it is? Oh. Can you imagine how big it is? Oh. I know you thought about that, but you never really was thinking about this for too long. It explains everything. All of that stuff explains everything and explains how stupid humans are. I'm pretty sure you learned at school, that humans is the most intelligent species. What the hell? Absolutely not. We are the only species that not just literally destroying themselves, we're destroying the place where we live. We're killing others for nonsense. People putting poison inside of their body, they're ready to, sell so many things that just to get money, they're ready to do so many terrible stuff. I'm not talking about, about doing some harm stuff to others. I'm talking about the worst thing that they could do. Destroying the environment, destroying the planet. It is so big gift to be born here, and people do not even understand how beautiful it is to, live and feel your body and breathe and see the colors and literally everything, People lose that ability in school when everybody tell them, that they are wrong and they have to live with special structure or whatever. You were happy when you were a child, but somebody learned you something else that that word doesn't work the way how you think it's supposed. Like the way how you see the world, it doesn't work that way. They were lying to you. Children are the most clever humans that are existing on this planet. They understand what this life is about. You might tell to me that I don't understand. I'm too young. I never really felt how terrible life can be sometimes, and how many stuff people are ready to do for life just to survive. For money, to get the money and everything. I can tell you that I went through a really terrible stuff. I went through really terrible stuff. I cannot explain how terrible it was. Just, through going all that stuff, I don't really think that there is a lot of people going through the same experiences I did at my age. But I realized that this system is a big mistake. This system is a big mistake. The way how people live, running for something, for that success. You don't get the result. You live, your life is a process. And I don't know how to explain this to people. So many people just don't get it. There is species, insects that live like 2 weeks, maybe months, For us it feels so small. For them it's whole life. And for them time is going different. For them it feels like 80 years for us. And people don't even value small species, They don't feel like, people feel like everything around just belongs to them. People are stupid as hell. Wanting just, they just live into, they don't even understand. They don't use the ability that they have. They just poison their body, poison their soul, poison environment around, poison everything. You want to go to the Mars once you will destroy your own planet? Mars is cold. Mars is cold. It's uncomfortable. It's far away. And so stupid when you have an ability to live in so beautiful place. And people might say, is someone doing that? No, everybody participating in that. Everybody is participating in that. Everybody is participating in that. You are part of the system. You are buying that stuff. You are buying those, whatever it is, cutting forest. Yeah, that's a different story, right? Taking billions fish in one net and throwing away like half of it just to, to sell some profit for the people, People don't even need that much food, that much dead bodies, that much flesh and blood. People they can thrive eating something else. No, they just want to feel good. They just want to feel good. So they would use environment around them like it's only theirs. Poisoning their body, poisoning environment, poisoning everything. Leaving empty oceans and fighting. Yeah, maybe fighting cannot be controlled, but what I'm sure that consuming is a big problem. I don't know how this life would be if I would be born in such time when everything would not be, the way how it is. With all of this progress, they call it progress. Zombieland. don't value other lives. You don't value where you live. You don't value your own life. What can we talk about? They told you at school that humans are the most clever species. Tell you that humans are the most clever species. Humans told that they're the most clever species. It's actually so dumb. I wish I could do something, but it feels so complicated. I don't know where we would end up. Do you think money matters that much? It wasn't about money. It was about you being happy and just having some basic survival stuff. Or not. Maybe you consume it that much because you cannot understand what is true happiness and all this addiction just because you're unhappy with your life, because you're living not the way how you're supposed to live. What can I say, right? I'm just 18 years old. How the hell I can know something, right? Do you really need flesh and blood to survive? Do you really need that Gucci bag? Or you just want to look cool for the others? They don't care. You know that on this place where your house is standing right now, where this roads for the cars covering the ground, could be living something and was living something. Not just something, a lot of stuff. You just don't care, right? I'm living in this house. I'm living right here. I'm part of the system. Do I truly want to live there? I don't know. Maybe I used to the comfort. But every time when I come to the supermarket, I see 1,000 different plastic bottles with different poison that you can put in your body and different, they call it food, covered in different stuff with different names and different chemicals in it, selling. It doesn't make any sense. Those big supermarkets, those big shopping malls, those big parking zones, those big stuff that's covering the ground is just dead zones. And I don't care what you will think about me. I'm crazy, right? I'm crazy. Whatever you want to call me. I heard a lot of stuff in my direction. I'm just saying that I see it as terrible stuff. I see everything what is unnatural so terrible. And every death that was in a natural environment wasn't anything like people doing right now. Anything like that. There were no big, houses with a lot of species in it. that were just designed to be killed. There were no massive killings like that. Never. The trees, that everything. There is no other species doing so much harm to this planet as humans. And you still call humans really clever? It feels like we gave control to the monkeys, or someone even more stupid than monkeys. I don't know who controlled this system. Feels like everybody is a part of it. Yeah. So I was talking about solar system.